welcome to the Inspired by Christopher show. Let's say that, man, because podcasts. What I'm learning about me doing, a podcast show and everything. When I'm promoting this and I'm trying to get people to listen, and these are the things I've read and I've researched. When you tell people, hey, listen to my podcast, they think it's difficult. They're not, so everybody's not aware of what a podcast is, so they kind of turn it off. But if you say, hey, man, listen to my show, they're more inclined to kind of see what you're talking about, man. So I want to get away from, especially, that's my alarm, especially if you're watching on video. I just want to say, you welcome to the Inspired by Christopher show, man. Here's ways you can support me, man. Now check this out, man, for all my people, and I'm gaining emails, man. If you're hearing this and you're not on my email list, go to www.inspiredbychristopher.com, www.inspiredbychristopher.com, and as soon as you get on there, it's gonna ask you to leave your email. Let me so you can stay in touch with me. Let me take a sip real quick. I'm still here. I can't tell you what I'm drinking because ain't nobody cutting the check. But check this out, man. Again, if you're not on my email list, man, go to inspiredbychristopher.com. Drop your email, and you will be notified weekly when I have a new episode. And again, now check this out, for everybody who is subscribed to me or whatnot. This show is free. Okay, this show is available on Apple. It's available on Spotify. It's available on, Amazon Music. It's available wherever. Okay, but I put a lot into the content, so it's free. I put a lot into the content. If you would like to support my content, here's two ways you can do it. Subscribe to my Patreon. And the benefit of subscribing to my Patreon, and my Patreon is fairly inexpensive. It's $3 a month. You subscribe to my Patreon, you get the new episode, audio and video, as soon as I finish recording it, I upload it. So example, I'm recording this on a Thursday. As soon as I finish with this, I am uploading it, and it's available to you. And it's $3 a month, and that's how you can support me. Now, if you just, it's free and you ain't trying to, open up your wallet or whatnot, it'll be, or your purse, it'll be available Sunday. But check this out, man. Support me via Patreon. You can listen to it on Apple and Spotify and all that. I would rather you listen to it on Patreon. That's how I know that you're a customer or a VIP member. But also, check this out, man. So let's just say you're not familiar with Patreon or whatever, you don't really want to mess with Patreon, tap my Cash App, man. You can shoot me $3 a month through Cash App if you want to. Or send me $30 a year. If you want to support the content, man, because I ain't cursing on here, so you can listen to this with your children. I'm putting thought into this content, man, and we moving, man. So we not doing no major tripping, man. But those are the ways you can support me financially if you would like to, man. But let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the show. The title of this episode is I'm a Master of My Fate. The plan is the plan. I'm a master of my fate. The plan is the plan. If you're watching this on video, you may see that my hands are ashy, but I got a little lotion right here. See, I had to move from doing this in the garage to, doing it. I'm in my living room, because check this out, man. And I know y'all don't care, but just hear me out, man. So if y'all were watching the last episode, man, in my garage, I was getting hot and you can see me sweating. So I'm in my room. I got the ceiling fan going. I'm chilling. But check this out, man. I'm a master of my fate. The plan is the plan. I'm a master of my fate. I got that from Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to the late great Nipsey Hussle, man. An inspirational soul. He was truly missed because He had this album called Victory Lap. And I try to listen to, if I don't listen to the whole album every day, I try to at least listen to one song every day. I love Hustle and Motivate, but I really love this song called Young. I don't use the N word, but Young N word. And the line he says in there is, I'm a master of my fate. Plus, I'm the type of N word on the master to my tape. So, just off those two bars alone, right? And those bars really empower me. That shows me that Nipsey was clear with his direction. I'm going this way. This is what it is. The plan is the plan. This is where I'm at with it. I'm a master of my fate. I know where I'm going. Can't nobody move me. And because I'm a master of my fate and can't nobody move me, I'm the type of dude that owns things. So because I'm a master of my fate and can't nobody shake my confidence, can't nobody shake my direction, and I'm following my plan is successful. Because how many people man, they're they have plans, or they don't even control their fate, man. They're not getting what they want out of life. They're just disappointed, and they're just just always in a bad spot because they're not masters of their fate, man. They're not in position to trust their gut, man. And that's what I want to talk about today, man. Check this out, man. I know I get on here. If you listen to enough episodes, you know that I'm a special ed teacher. You know that I'm leaving, my current job, going to another one. But the ultimate goal is financial independence. The ultimate goal is to be financially free. That's why I'm pushing this podcast. This is mine. I own this. I'm a master of my fate. Plus, I'm the type of Negro on the masters of my podcast. But anyway, man, check this out, man. But I do all my episodes. I do got them stored, man. I'm we organized over here, and that's a new, because I'm not the most organized person, but we trying to move like a business. But check this out. Let me take a sip because I'm about to say something. I'm still here. Check this out, man. I had a conversation at work, man. For the most part, everybody knows I'm leaving, and what I do, again, I'm a behavior teacher. That job isn't the easiest to fill. People know that. People know that they really can't do what I do, especially and at the level that I do it, with the patients that I do it. But I'm leaving, and one of my coworkers came up to me in the hallway. He was like, "Hey, man, I still can't believe that you're leaving." I said, "Well, man, believe it. Because I told you, like, way before anybody else knew." And he said, "Why are you leaving again?" I said, "Well, man, one of the reasons, this isn't the main reason, but one of the reasons I'm leaving is because the person who's in position to handle the money is playing with my money. And I can't stay because that would set a precedent that you can do me any kind of way. And I have to draw a line somewhere. Lines have to be drawn. You have to know that you can't play with me like that." And he said, "Man, see, that's where I disagree. Man, as long as I get a check, I'm fine, man. I'm going to come to work and I'm going to be here and I'm going to come back." And I said, "Whoa, wait a minute. I got to go somewhere, but let's talk about that for a minute." No, that's not, that's not good. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but that's not, in my opinion, that's not a good way to handle business. Again, it sets the wrong precedent. If I know that I can do anything that I want to you and there are going to be no consequences, you're not going to do anything about it, you're not going to take a stand, I'm going to continue to do what I want to you. Nothing's going to happen to me. And that's what I was explaining to him. That's why you shouldn't do that. And then also, it jacks up the market share. Okay? Now, Beyonce is Beyonce because she demands certain things and the talent level matches. That's why, when you handle your business and you're a one of one, you're going to be, separated from everybody else. But in these everyday jobs to where, they could just fill them, with anybody, if you got one person taking a stand, saying, hey, you're not going to do anything you want to do to me, but then you have several other people behind that person who's willing to work that same job and you could do them any kind of way. I mean, it hulls the market share, the whole thing. And if we all had some type of standard and we came together, we could get more. But because there's always somebody in line to take your spot, it's going to be what it's going to be. And it goes back to, I want to say it was like my first or second episode where I was talking about knowing your value. It's important to know your value. And in my opinion, this particular person that I'm talking about doesn't know his value. He's a hard worker. He handles his business, but he won't speak up for himself. He'll let you can do what he just told me. You can, whatever, as long as he gets a check. Nah, man. People have to be held accountable. You have to let people know that, you can't do this. I'm a master of my fate. Like I know where I'm going. And I'm so valuable that I'm not going to let you do this to me. No, it's not okay. And you know what? In sharing that conversation with him, and we agreed to disagree. In those situations, if you're not strong in your fate, if you're not strong in knowing your fate, I should say, and if you're not strong in following your plan, those types of conversations will shake you. They'll shake your confidence because you'll think that you're crazy. You'll think that you're crazy because there are a lot of people who think like the guy that I'm talking about. He's a nice guy. I'm not talking about him, but I'm saying that there are a lot of people who think like him. A lot of people will not speak up for themselves. And when you do speak up for yourself, especially when you look like me, you're labeled crazy. So you have to be prepared for that, right? They're going to say that you're the angry, I'm speaking for a person like myself. They're going to say that you're the angry black man. Oh, he just abrasive. They're going to say that you're the emotional, angry black woman's. But that comes with speaking up for yourself, man. But that's why your foundation has to be solid. Last month I talked all about mental health. That plays a part in your mental, and I'm not going to mental health you to death like I did last month. But that's why you have to have a plan, man. Like you have to be solid in your foundation. You have to know that there's going to be hundreds of people who don't think like you. And when they hear you moving a certain way, they're going to try to throw you off your rocker. They're going to try to convince you that the way that you're moving is not the right way. And they're going to think that they're helping you. That's the crazy part. But again, you have to follow your gut, man. You have to know that you gotta know that you have to be convinced. You have to know that the way you're going, the path that you're following is the path, man. Sometimes it's just gonna be a lonely road. Everybody ain't gonna get it. Everybody's not going to be able to come with you. And it's fine. It's going to be lonely. It's going to be a little weird at first. It's going to be a little crazy. It's going to be a little uncomfortable, but you get used to it. The plan is the plan. I'm a master in my fate. Whew. Check this out, man. I want to share another conversation I had, man. I was at this gathering, and let me just take a sip real quick, man. Let me take a sip because I'm doing some talking today. If you can see me in this video, I'm getting a little comfortable, man. I like where I'm going, man. Shout out to the H-Town on my hat, man. I'm from Houston, man. And let me just share, this has nothing to do with anything, man. I used to wear fitted hats all the time. I still, kind of wear them, but I love these bucket hats, man. I'm a dad, man. So if you're looking at the video, you always see me in these bucket hats. I'm a dad, man. I like these bucket hats when I wear them. My daughter likes them. She likes to wear one when she sees me wearing them. And they could get, they could get wet, they could get rained on, they could get whatever. I could fold it up, put it in my pocket, and it's all good, man. It's a bucket hat. I love it. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and speak it into the existence. When I get the looks that I need to get and the listens that I need to get, I'm gonna get me a bucket hat sponsorship. I'm gonna get me a bucket hat. So New Era, if you want to sponsor the young man, or Rock Nation, what's up, Jay? History, what's up, Nas? Carl Kanai, I'm available. Look at me in the bucket hat. But anywho, man, I want to share another conversation I had, man. And again, I'm a master in my fate. The plan is the plan. The first example I gave you, I was talking about me. Me, I could take whatever L. Let's take me off the table. I'm gonna talk about my daughter. I was at this gathering, and people were talking to me, and they were like, "Hey, man, what did you want to name your daughter at first? Because they know that, I want to name my daughter's name is Nyla, but I wanted to name her Okoye. And if you saw the Black Panther, the leader of the Dora Milaje was Okoye. She was a strong, fierce warrior, and she was the bodyguard of T'Challa. And I love that character. She was, black, bald-headed, but she was still fly. I was like, that's, my daughter. I want my daughter to have those attributes. Maybe not so much bald or whatever, but, I just want my baby to have those attributes. I want my baby to be a warrior, a Koye. And the baby mama wasn't feeling that. Of course, when the baby mama's not feeling it, it's a no-go. I get it. But I was telling people that I wanted my daughter's name to be a Koye. And the first thing that was said was, man, I'm glad you didn't do that. Because later on in life, when she fills out a job application, white folk gonna look at that and be like, And my response was, well, 23, 25 years from now, if the only option my baby has is to fill out a job application and work for white folk, I failed her. I'm a dad. I'm looking at how black women are treated in these non-black-owned establishments. I had a whole episode about that with the Sharon Osbourne and what's our sister's name? Sharon Osbourne and Cheryl Underwood episode I did. You think as a father I want to send my baby to work in that environment? No. That's why I'm getting podcasts jumped off. That's why I'm trying to start different businesses so I can show her, hey, baby, you ain't got to fill out no job application. You ain't got to worry about naming your child a certain name so that their name looks good on a job application. That is ludicrous. When we're raising our children and we are not keeping white folk in mind. We're not doing that to impress white folk. That's not how we move. So no, I wasn't thinking about white folk when I wanted to name my daughter. No, because the plan is the plan. The plan is for her to not even be an option to go get a job. No, if you see daddy, if daddy's being an example to you and he's owning things and he's putting, worst case scenario, I want to leave something to my daughter to manage. So of course she may make her own decision. Let's just say my daughter decides I don't want to own nothing. I want to go work for somebody. I can't do nothing about that. But if you don't want to, I got something that you can manage, that you can own. You could take over. Or I could show you how to own something that you created, your own thing, man. The plan is the plan. It's a mindset shift, man. We don't have to be, we can own things. We don't have to be, what, man, I forget the word. I forget the word, excuse me. But we don't have to be whatever the word is I'm thinking. Subordinates, that's the word. We don't have to be subordinates. We can own, we can boss up. I have too many examples for me to send my daughter to go work for white people. I'm looking at Jay. Jay's a billionaire. Okay. I'm looking at Puff. Puff is doing his thing. Okay. I'm looking at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry done built his own studio and his own Hollywood. He can do his own thing. I'm looking at and I don't even have to just keep it entertainment. All these people, the brother that owns Shea Moisture, he was doing so well with the Shea Moisture, he went and bought Essence. Hey y'all, Essence is a black-owned magazine again. It's so I have friends who are entrepreneurs. I have dabbled in entrepreneurship. I'm doing it now. I've done it in the past. Like I said on different podcasts. Books, I sold them. T-shirts, I sold them. Live events, I did them. If I'm showing that to my daughter, why am I going to send her to work for people who are not going to value her? No. When my daughter was born, I wasn't thinking, let me give her a name that'll look decent on a job application. That is not how my mindset works, man. And we have to shift our mindsets. But again, it's a bunch of people who think like that, who think, the job that I gotta, my baby gotta go get a job. And they'll look at you and tell you that you're nuts, and you'll kind of be, man, am I crazy? Check this out, man. I have a student. He washes cars. He sent me pictures of the cars he washed, and them cars look amazing that he washed after he's washed them. He's taken people's trash out and gotten money. And he was like, hey, yeah, I want to get a job. And, his mom is pushing him to get a job, and him getting a job is cool, but why can't we nourish this entrepreneur spirit that he has? Because see, with jobs, I'm leaving a job right now because they playing with the money. But when I own something, I set my own price though. Would you rather have somebody play with your money? Or would you rather set your price and live your life? That's just something to think about, man. So no, I have zero intentions of sending my baby out to work for other cultures. That is not the plan. I'd rather leave her multiple houses that she could put people in, and hey, y'all have your mortgage, and she could go live life, and I don't want my baby going to work for people 8 hours a day and kind of got to watch how she moves so people don't think that she's abrasive. And man, no, that's not, when she was born, I wasn't thinking application. I was thinking boss lady. But again, man, I'm a master in my fate. I know my fate. I know the path I'm setting out for my family. I know the path I'm setting out for my daughter. What I'm doing now, this is a part of that path. The plan is the plan. The plan is to boss up. The plan is to retire and make money from the stuff that I loved. For her to make stuff from the money that she loves. And that take care of your family. That take care of your children. And you can pass that down to your children. That's the plan. And you know, I want to end, man. I want to say, man, you can't let people knock you off your rocker, man. You can't let people's the way people think, you can't let that spill over into what you got going on, man. Trust your gut. Stick to the plan, because you're gonna hate yourself if you push your stuff to the side and go follow they mindset. That's their mindset isn't of a leader. You want to follow their follower mindset. You want to follow the mindset that has them in debt for life. No. That's not how we moving, man. So y'all know what it is, man. The plan is the plan. I'm a master of my fate, man. I'm Christopher Robinson, man. This is the Inspired by Christopher show. Again, man, y'all, the plan is the plan. Support my Patreon, man. Of course, this episode is free, but I mean, if you want to support me, jump on that Patreon, man. That's how we moving. Jump on that Patreon, $3 a month. I'm not hitting you over the head, man, but I'm gonna continue with this content, man. We're gonna be consistent with it. You know, hop on that, tap that Cash App one time for the culture, you know. But y'all know what it is, man. Y'all mucho, take it easy, man. H-Town all day. I will see y'all next week with a brand new episode. God bless.